Welcome back to another video, Preston John's Outdoors. Today we learned how to tie pheasant tail, which is a mayfly larva, or it's a nymph. It's a mayfly nymph. Is a pheasant tail. Well, it's one of the imitations of a pheasant. A pheasant tail is imitating a mayfly nymph. And so today I went to a flying class locally, and I tied me some mayfly nymphs and also some mayfly emergers. Now this is the natural mayfly. That's a pheasant tail right there. Y'all can see that. I don't know if you can, but it's got some dubbing, some wire, a pheasant tail, another part of pheasant tail, and it's just a hook with a bead to make it a nymph so it'll sink. So yep, and then we got some emergers. It's a caddis, or it's a mayfly emerger. So the little yellow, that's like supposed to be representing the shell. And then underneath you got the tail, and then you got the dubbing, and that's just representing the bug coming out. And then I got a really cool trophy. So there was a guy he's part of Trout Unlimited Blue Ridge, and that's where this fly tying class was. Blue Ridge is Chickasaw River Outfitters. Go check them out. Just type in the Google, or just Safari, if you got Safari on your phone, or just whatever on your computer. Just type in Blue Ridge, Georgia, Chickasaw River Outfitters, and they should pop up. They have two locations, one in McKaysville, Georgia, on the Tennessee line, and then one in Blue Ridge, Georgia, which is where they held the fly tying class. And there was an older gentleman there, and he works for Trout Unlimited, or he's part of Trout Unlimited, and he was able to get one of these. It's an ocean fly. It's a bonefish. It's for fishing for bonefish. This fly is fishing for bonefish. So, and it's actually illegal. It was imported here. It's got wood duck feathers, which a wood duck, so a wood duck is basically, it's just really pretty. Just put it that way. That's all I got to say, is it's really pretty. And that's what the feathers are made out of, but it was getting imported illegally. So he was able, they gave it to him because it was getting imported. I don't know how it's illegal. I don't know why. It's a fly, so I have no clue. But the wood duck feathers are illegal. I don't know why they're illegal. Like I just said, I don't know why, but they're illegal. So you can't fish like this right here. I can fish in Florida or anywhere in the United States, but I cannot fish this out of the United States. Like I can't go to Bahamas and fish it. I can't go to England and fish it. Australia. I can only fish it in the United States. So that was a cool trophy. And this is like a one in a not a million, but one of a kind trout fly. So that was a really cool trophy, and I got 3 of them. That's 3. That's 3. I'm just kidding. 3 of them. I got 2, and then there's this one. 3. Got 3. So that was cool. Those were all the flies I made today. So we got 1, 2, 3 emergers, and like 5 nymphs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nymphs. I got 6 nymphs. You can see I put some different dubbing on them. And then I got my little package for today. I got this cool how to tie a fly guide. Like in here. Oh, and then there's this to make the emergers. And we're gonna make us a merger. I forgot to get a pheasant tail, so yeah. which I won a couple things. Like, I won some hooks, some stringy stuff, and some dubbing. And this foam pad right here to make a little emerger. Which emerger is basically what it is. It's the fly coming out of its shell, like an egg, kind of. At the very top of the water, coming out of its nymph stage into its adult stage when it grows its wings. And it's sitting right under the surface, and the trout just pick them like crazy. It's crazy. So it's literally like a step-by-step guide. Like, they have in here the Clouser minnow, which I've never heard of before. They got the deer hair bug. Never heard of that. The conehead leech. Have heard of that. Soft hackle fly. They got a CDC emerger, and then they got a conehead rabbit streamer. Never heard of that, but it looks cool. Let's see if there's something everybody should know of. They got a woolly bugger in here. Then they got an all-purpose nymph, which is pretty cool. And then they got some elk-haired caddises. They got beetle. They got a scud worm. A worm. A sandworm worm. Which I don't know the difference between that and a squirmy worm, but that's what it basically is. It's a squirmy worm. And so, yeah. That's cool. It's a little step-by-step guide so I can just pick up the materials and look at this thing and it makes a guide. Okay. Look, I got a little pamphlet. Toccoa River Outfitters. You can see that. Yeah. So, that's cool. I can try to link it down in the description. I don't know how to link it, so I'll try to. We got some dubbing. Then we got springy legs. Hooks. Bead heads. And then, of course, we got a bobber, because I needed one of those. And then we got some floatant. Oh, good old floatant. So, floatant, if you don't know, is basically you put it on before you start fishing your dry flies, and you only put it on your dry flies, not any other fly, like a streamer or nymph. It's to help your dry fly float on top of the water super long. Way longer than if you didn't put it on there. And then you just can't apply it again for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's if it fully dries, you can. But if you're like using it and you dry it off real quick, like it's not fully dry, and you put it back on there, it doesn't work as well. But it can, I guess. I don't know. And then of course we got some thread to tie with. So that's cool. And we're gonna tie us a little nymph or a merger, which we're gonna tie a nymph, but we got the foam, so we can tie an emerger too, which I planned on doing, but. And then of course we got my Amazon fly tying box, and then my sewing thread, but we're not gonna use that. We got the professional stuff this time, so we're cool. We are cooking with butter. So, buy sewing thread, and hello, actual fishing thread. It's because, you know, fly tying is actually pretty fun. Once you know what you're doing. It's also when you know what you're doing. Now, when you don't know what you're doing, then it's not that fun. Because then you're just like, oh, what do I do? Like, and everybody just laughs at you like you're a total buffoon. We're actually going to make a hare's ear, not a nymph, or not a pheasant tail, because we don't have pheasant tail, an actual pheasant's tail. So, we're going to make a hare's ear instead. And I got a lot of this stuff for free because I won it. I entered a raffle for showing up to the fly tying class. That's the only reason I won it, is to show up. I basically won just showing up. Never thought I'd ever say that. Never ever thought that would ever happen to me. That I'd win. Well, I didn't actually win. Another guy won and gave it to me. Because he has all this stuff. So, he was literally there just to do something. So that was nice of him. Very nice of him. He's also the one who gave me those bone fly. Or the bonefish flies. So yeah. I know, and he had this really cool camera that I don't have. I don't know if y'all can see that there. But that's my fly. Okay, let me go. Need to pause for a second and come back to this because it is not working. I'm actually going to show y'all the clips from earlier because I got a couple clips in of me tying at the fly shop. So, here are the clips. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoyed those clips. I know we tried not to act like we were recording in the store or in the class, but it worked. Y'all got to see a little bit of it. So what we do, I have this tan thread, and you just wrap it a couple times, clip the excess off. Okay, so we're making a hare's ear right now, so basically all I gotta do is just thread it. And this is gonna be like the most natural looking hare's ear you've ever seen, because most hare's ears are gray and like silver dubbing. They're not brown dubbing, but that's because I was using, or I got pheasant tail dubbing, not to make a pheasant tail, but I never got pheasant tails, so that's why we are making a hare's ear, because all you need for a hare's ear is dubbing. So you just basically just build this up, then you pull some out. Then all you do is you take your dubbing, which actually, I have this cool thing. They're rubber leg things. And you know, you don't need a lot of dubbing. I got a little too much dubbing. A lot of dubbing goes a long way, apparently. And that is actually very true. Because I used a little too much dubbing today on one of my flies I made. The one with the red dubbing, I got way too much. So, we're going to pull like part of that off because we'll need the other part. And we'll go like this. And we'll go like this and rub it on there. Like this. And then we'll just roll it on there.
I just want to say hey to the video.
So, you dub it like this, and then you just get more, and then you just basically, all you do is just rub it on there like that. And then we're going to cover the back part like that. And then basically all you do is you just wrap around the bead right there. Pull it out some. Take your whip finish. Oh, shoot. No, I can't do it. I was doing it perfectly earlier. Oh, shoot. And then you just whip finish. That is a hare's ear for you. And then you can brush it out with like a wire brush, or because he didn't have any more wire brushes at the fly tying class, we just used some Velcro that he had lying around and used that. There is a hare's ear. It's not the greatest looking hare's ear, but it's a hare's ear. And I did have some Velcro laying around here somewhere. I don't know where it went, but it's pretty cool looking. So we're going to lift this up, and we're going to put this in our trophy. Hall of Flame. Our Hall of Flame. Okay, so now what we're going to tie, instead of a nymph, is an emerger. And if you get emergers, they work great. So I definitely suggest on buying some emergers or tying you a emerger. If you know how to tie and you're just watching this because you like watching me suck at tying, then watch. It's not that I suck at tying, it's that I've never tied before. This is really the first time I've ever tied. So, first what you do is you get thread like this. You know, just thread. And because there's no bead on here, you just start at the middle like that. Find your scissors. Clip that excess off. And we're just gonna go right here, and then we're gonna pull up to the front about right there. And then I have these spoingy legs. I don't know what they're called. I just call them spoingy legs because they're pretty stretchy. And you grab you a strand, not the whole thing, but because I can't grab a strand from inside the bag, I'm just going to have to grab the whole thing, pull the strand out like that, put the whole thing back in the bag. And ta-da. So here's our stringy stuff. I don't know what it's called, so don't judge me. New to all of this, so you just wrap it around like that. String it to the back like that, and then you just go forward like that. Where'd my scissors go? And then you just wrap, just wrap it forward. Like that. And we're going to stop there. And then you're just going to wrap like that. There's the little part of the bug. Now we're going to take our yellow foam like this. And if I can grab my scissors, we're going to cut a very small thing of it. Okay. There you go. That's all you need right there. I think I got it a little too fat, but it's okay. The bug will live, or my fly will. I don't know, will it? Truly, will it? Truly, I don't know. I tell you. I truly tell you. Because you're truly free. I'm sorry. I get carried away with my singing. Gets on my family's nerves. So, now, you let that dangle a little bit. Yeah, you could just leave it like that, honestly. Pull a little bit of your dubbing out. And it's just brown dubbing, so it's with, like, some shiny in it. Like that. And then you just, voila. Like that. And you go like that. And then you tie forward. I know it's in such low lighting here that it's like my bedroom, but I'm trying to get it where it's like focusing in. So then you tie like that. You take your scissors and you just clip that free. And then now all you do is wet finish. Take your wet finish and then you just, now try not to, when you're wet finishing, we're just trying to hold down the foam. Try not to do it too tight because it will. I don't know if I'll be able to fish with this one because I kind of got over the eyelid. It will cut it. Your thread will. Hold on. I'll try to change colors here. It's gonna get There you go. See? It's just a little yellow emerger. And it's supposed to be a mayfly coming out of its shell. But yeah, looks pretty cool. And then we'll add that to our little trophy. And, well, that's how you tie an emerger and a hare's ear. It's a mayfly emerger and then just a hare's ear nymph. And so you have two, I don't know. So yeah, that's how you tie that. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see y'all next time.